Hey everyone, your girl is here. So as everyone can see, is now my first picnic of the year. I always have to be very careful when I'm coming. Here we go, here comes the sun, yay! Gosh, I hate my freaking allergies. Anyhow guys, you guys can see the theme for this. I didn't really specify, but you can actually use, oh my god, that sun is so bright right now. You can actually use the same outfits. Again, it's themes. That we're looking for, unless it's like a spring purple 1 and spring purple 2, right? Then you have to distinguish. But anyhow guys, it is a lot of protein with some sweet treats and bigger blackberries than last year. Helps you get to your goals for my first picnic. As you guys can see, obviously I picked these last year, and the ones I picked were not as good as these ones. Sweet treats are like, you know, for good job, congratulations. And then obviously protein is good for strong bones and strong mind, so I'm able to come up with all these different you know, picnics for you guys. So just wanted to come on and share that. I might start doing these in video format this year, but very excited guys. Also, you guys can see it also is a reminder of last year, and then this year will be better, because even these are reminders of last year and how they weren't quite as big as I wanted them to be. So anyhow guys, and I also didn't have enough before I was able to make some blackberry pie. So anyhow guys, talk to you later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I'm now doing my bird egg check. You guys can see all 4 of them are in there. Still, she hasn't hatched any of them. All 4 right on in there. This is almost as picture perfect as my other spot. Yeah, so like there we go guys. That's perfect right there. Oh my god. Looks like she set on it so much, or she set, you know, a weird way or whatever, and now you guys can see. Anyhow guys, moving on to the next one. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So as everyone can see, these ones are absolutely massive. It looks like, I don't know what part of their body that really pink stuff is, but that's the only thing. Obviously it's already all developed. It just needs to, I don't really know what it needs honestly, but like I said guys, you can see 3 right here. So could you imagine having 4? I probably should have done this as soon as I was done with my picnic. When I was out here, she was, she hopped around, you know, and you could tell that she was waiting for me to go back in, so I kind of hurried and ate the last half of my blackberries in the house. But anyhow guys, moving on to the next one, which is right here. See, there she went. There it is. Hang on, I'm getting out of here. Come on, silly phone, focus. Silly phone won't focus. There we go. Like I said guys, they kind of all crouch right down in there. Really good. Let's try coming in from this angle. Here we go. I still like the other angle better. There we go guys, look at that. Yes, absolutely. That is definitely my next thumbnail, without fail. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, let's move on to the next one. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So here I am, gal. This is number 4. Yeah, number 4. Doesn't look like there's anything in there, guys. You know, I mean, maybe, just maybe, like, they could have had the eggs already. You know, that's always a chance. I'll have to look more into this kind of nest. I can just see I'm not filming that well. Here we go, guys. I just had to pull a little bit back, and I think I'm in the center of the nest. Yeah, I don't see anything in there, guys. Let's move on to the woods. Hey everyone, your girl list here. So here I am, back for another one. And by the way, there's either a wood thrush, it's a wood thrush, or a meadowlark. Yeah, I had to look it up, but it's actually a wood thrush, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, what happened? OMG, guys, look. Guys, that animal must have been back, because there's no way that she raised. There we go, it finally focused. Guys, there's no way at all. Absolutely none. Guys, there's like no way that she had those babies, guys. That is insane. Like, no way at all. Oh my gosh. So anyhow, guys, I'm gonna go out here, and actually I'm not, because I don't want to disturb everything. And obviously there's a lot of rainwater, as everyone can see. The trail, here, let me show you guys the trail. A real little bit of a trail. Anyhow, guys, I did just add on that I was gonna walk around and look for more, but I'm actually not, because you guys can see this here reminds me of South Carolina and Little PD River. And obviously the trail here is very saturated, and you tend to leave more of like a residue and scent if it's wet outside. So instead of dealing with all of that, I'm just gonna call it quits. Look, you know, a little bit later in the month. But holy cow, guys, I definitely don't believe that she had all of those 5 wood thrush or thrashers or songbirds, whatever. Like, absolute, it's actually a wood thrush. Like I said, there's a wood thrush and then there's a thrasher. It's a little bit different. But anyhow, guys, I don't think that she had them. I'm gonna rewatch the film, see what happened, and go from there. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So here I am now. I'm gonna check my final of my bird eggs. I don't see anything sitting on the nest. Oh, nope, they're still in here, guys. I could tell by the way she walks around. No. Guys, what is going on with all these birds' nests? Seriously, what is going on with them? I don't understand. Guys, it's completely gone. Guys, look, there's another one up under there. It looks like it's being built. Don't understand. This is crazy. I definitely feel more cute when I have on glasses, but I feel even more top of the line when I have no glasses on, but my sunglasses. But definitely still just feel very cute right now. I have no idea what happened to it, guys. None at all. And here comes a car up the road. So I gotta get going and talk at a different place. But I'll talk to you guys later. Soon. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So here I am. I finally found another one. Sadly, I'm not gonna be able to get to that. I can just tell. But at least it was worth. I have to be very careful. I am right near a mailbox and a couple others, so to really be careful. But anyhow, guys, there's another one. So we're on a roll. We're gonna keep finding more, guys. Here we go. Hey guys, another one. Probably not gonna know what it is though. It might be a cardinal. It's hard to tell. Oh my gosh, guys, look, I literally just got done filming that, and obviously that woman passed me. But guys, look, right here, if this is full, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, no, it was broken, for sure. I see the bottom there. But look, guys, This one I can definitely easily get to. So here we go. Get up here. What kind of bee is that? Okay, it's just a bumblebee. Just a bumblebee. Okay, I'm good and safe. I'm not gonna die. Alright guys, here it comes. I had to get my elastic, or my clip. Guys, another empty nest. What is going on? I can hardly believe this right now. This is insane. But I gotta get on out of here. But holy cow, guys, I don't believe it. Why are there so many empty nests? I don't understand it. I know scavengers and predators are, you know, all around. But, I mean, holy cow. It can't be. No, like, something has to escape, you know? I mean, obviously, like, you know, the tarpon, like I said, and the sharks, they are, no, there's also another, it's like a bear, no, it's not a barracuda. It's something, they say it all the time. It's kind of like a shark. Anyhow, guys, the tarpon, obviously, I'm sure there's been times where they're really low, and other animals, I don't know why I can't think of some off the top of my head, but they come back because at least a couple live, guys. This is so weird. Really weird. Hey everyone, your girl list here. So I think I found one. Obviously, again, this one is scary. Okay, I guess it's right here. It looked like it was down a little bit, but no, it's just the depth perception from just that real little couple steps down. As you can see, not much in there. Nothing. I can hardly believe it, guys. It's insane. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you now, I have now watched actually 4 Jubilee videos over the past 2 days. You guys can see I'm in my Miami. Definitely loving this front seam. I did have a time earlier today where I did some female realizations where you go like that because I was, you know, waiting for groundhogs to come out from underneath my sheds, and I kind of went in a circle and I was like, oh, nice little anyhow, guys, this is female simulation, and all of that is not the purpose of this video. And you know, obviously dressing up and being reminded my amazing vacation, Miami Beach and Miami, as everyone can see. So very excited, guys. I just wanted to come on and share. I'm actually going to be doing my video here today, sharing the testing of the skills and everything. You guys can see I got a new watch this morning. I had to go into the 814 to pick it up. Obviously I will be moving into the 814 very soon with my gram. I just wanted to share about the Star Wars one was really good, especially when they said there was a disturbance in the Force. And Faith, and I don't remember the A guy's name. I thought that he was the alibi because he kind of corrected what Faith had messed up on like the opera and everything. She also did a good job, you know, correcting herself then. But she said she didn't know about the Star Wars trilogy, the video games, the Lego games. So that was probably one of the more better ones. And then obviously, what was the other one I watched? Oh, who hadn't had plastic surgery? Obviously the girl who said she had rhinoplasty, she did a good job tricking everyone, except at the very end, once the mole was still in there. Obviously it was her. She said that she didn't need any like medication, which, you know, I've never broken my nose, but I broke my hand, so I could only imagine actually breaking the nose. It would probably be just as equally as bad, and so bad that you would need medication for sure. But the one guy said about the varicose veins that he was awake for it, so I didn't really believe it. The face thing was really hard to tell. Um, the the butt jobs and the boob jobs are obviously easier to tell. And one woman actually worked at a breast implant location, so it was easier for her. Um, Also, she threw everyone off, or I'm sorry, the one person threw everyone off whenever they said their butt job was like 25,000 or 30,000, and then there was a trans female as well in there, which again, it was nice seeing that. And I forgot to add, them not like refusing, right? Like I said, I also forgot to add, like, I have a choice and I can't make the right choice. That's pretty selfish. So anyhow, guys, that was really cool to see, that, they obviously didn't get it, but it was kind of cool to see, who, they said you might have even done some research, and it was, they kind of almost voted her out. But then she was able to plead her case. And then today I watched Who Is Not a Boy in my videos before. So that was pretty cool. So before I went and got my watch, and then I finished my exercise with some bird eggs, and then Who Is Not a Female. They did really good. The girls did much better than the guys at figuring out who won it. They had the Chloe in, which I watched before, where it was just 5 boys and then Chloe. So that was kind of cool. Nate or Nat or whatever did a good job at tricking with the way he was clothed. Obviously had like 4 double E's or something, 4 double E. So anyhow, guys, they both did similars where they read, and then it was like, well, what kind of questions do you have in the third round? The guys was like cars and like, what do you do for skincare? And then they're like, well, how do you know so much about skincare if you're a guy? And obviously Chloe had a hard time perfecting the guy mannerisms, which obviously if I was to go on there, I would totally be outed right away, because it's really hard for me to know how to pretend to be a guy because I'm not a guy. So it was definitely be hard for me on there too. And then the girls said, like, what do you like most? What don't you like? And it was parking garages and safety. And the Nat had to perfect, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, right? Like, oh my gosh, if you bump into them, and it's always the girls who are saying they're sorry. A lot of them were very stereotypical, the lines that they had to read, but they definitely, like, you could tell, they all were laughing, and I laughed too. They're like, yeah, this is stereotypical, but this is actually what a lot of us say. And then some of us added our own, jokes aside. This code in a little bit. It's like, you have to wait for the air to dry, and then once all the air is dried, happiness is back. But you're still able to breathe and continue being happy, and you're not dead, if you get what I'm saying. So anyhow, guys, good engagement from Michaela, and I've just been finishing my remaining 2,000. So nice little vlog, evening update on Tuesday. Probably do another update on Thursday, just because last time I hardly had any videos, and they still ended up being 52 minutes. But again, that was so many pictures, and each picture's like 5 seconds, and then I had all those forgotten films. So really, it was really only like 40 minutes last vlog, so I kind of want to make sure I get more content and more film, and then go from there. But I definitely wanted to come on out here and make just a little bit longer of a video, and then go from there. Obviously I have to take out my contacts pretty soon. You guys can see I've been scratching from my, enough good, guys. So anyhow, guys, talk to you later. much more adorable here. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so I'm about ready. It's about 11:15. I'm ready to start my picnics. You guys can still see that more than likely they're gonna leave the nest today. I will have to show the bluebird films. It's such a bummer that for the past 2 years I haven't had bluebirds. I had it the first year I put it out, as everyone saw from my row of pictures. I don't know why I wanted to say film there. My pictures that are on my wall in my room. But I haven't had them since. But anyhow, guys, just showing these because more than likely they're gonna leave today. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So here I am. No, this is not a American flag and America themed. This is a little bit cool. The breeze isn't that bad. That's how I'm able to manage. And yes, I'm being kind of careful when I sit crisscross applesauce and bend it up a little bit too much. I always have to be aware of that. I don't have any, I forgot to share when I did my one video about pulling the back majors up tight, you know, as well. Maybe like an inch or like an inch and a half at the most. But anyhow, guys, that is not this is not a video where we talk about how I prevent my camel toe. So anyhow, guys, this is obviously a cold cut that I got. So cold cut, and then I'm hoping for about 20 degrees warmer. So I'm having 2 warm-ups from last night and finishing those off. And then obviously blue and, you know, red. So 2 colors. And we are now less than 2 months away from my favorite holiday. So anyhow, guys, cool little video here and cool number picnic too for the year. Hey everyone, your girl this here. So coming to you today, we're looking for a trail cam location. As everyone can see, geez, that was a little loud, especially for trying to be quiet. I could go over there. Way over there where that bent tree is where I heard, which was the disguised SOS signal video where I saw the bear last year. I was thinking of like right here. You know, because if I put it here, you know, right here, the tree, sometimes the trees can be produced white, and then it's really light and everything. I was also thinking about coming over here a little bit and then having it point here, because if I put it here, again, this tree's here, and if I put it there, there's not really many good films, unless the animal is coming through very, very slowly. Which, you know, is few and far between, guys. So anyhow, guys, just wanted to come on and make a nice little video here. Also, to this morning, I did a whole bunch of reading, like an hour worth, getting ready for one of my New Year's resolutions, which is to read a 100-page book. So obviously got ready for that. I read I read this morning, gosh, 7 traits of women who have secretly given up on life, and there was one that, number 6 and number 7 didn't really fit me, and I actually disagreed with them a little bit, just because of how I do it, but again, mine was a little bit more strategically planned, which was also in the next article that I read, which is if you can do these activities alone and not feel, you know, extremely self-conscious and alone and lonely when you're alone, you know, you're doing well. You're better than most. And I didn't really agree, I fit number 1, 4, and 6 on there. Yes, I kind of did break the one of eating at, but that was for a goal, so that was goal oriented. and I have the screen time to show. I only used my phone for like a total of 3 minutes between 2 and 3 when I was at the South Beach Cafe, which is, you know, also finding that balance, and when to have conversations, and it, you know, like knowing the silence and being okay with the silence every once in a while. Kind of like also on my page right around Christmas time, where it was my final video before Christmas. So also very exciting on all of those. And then I read one about how to be, you know, not like cocky, but, you know, ask questions and learn things. That one was really cool. So anyhow, guys, it took me about a good 45 minutes of reading. A lot of them shared about, especially that first one, it took me a while. Like, I wanted to just skim through, but then I thought, no, there might be something that is interesting in here. But it was all basically the mental health stuff, you know, like consult a mental health professional if this happens, and all of this and this and this and the other. So it was kind of cool, guys. And then I got about 4,000. Obviously, I had my picnic, and then I went with my gram a little bit, and we got our stuff. Some of the stuff. We got like 5 walkway lights, 2 shower rods. I'm actually going to take one of the ones that I have. And I think I might have had it in a photo before. So I'm going to take one of those. And then, I'm trying to think. Oh, we also got, like a little mini rug and all of that. Since I only have my 2. And I actually am going to do a house tour with you guys, probably on Tuesday. And then I might go down to, 1 video a week, just until, like, all of June, until I'm, you know, in tune with my new location. But I have to do that, and you guys will see the other one that I have, during my house tour that I have to do. Obviously I have to do a little bit of packing, so it won't be exactly how it is, especially like my linen closet, which is obviously the closet like right outside my door. That'll be a little bit different, but I'll rearrange some stuff, you know, so it's more better fitting, so to say. And I don't really care if it's a little bit off, so to say. Like, say for example, I have a, like, my saw that I would take or anything. Obviously, that's always up in my room, but I'm trying to think of other things off the top of my head that I can't really think of. Oh, like my battery box, you know, because I have to obviously get all of my chemicals around, but that'll be a little bit yet. So more than likely, I've already started just a couple small things, but more than likely, oh, and obviously, like the blankets that I have for on the back of the pink chair. Obviously, all of those throw pillows. Those are obviously in my junk spare room, I call it. But again, you guys will see all of that once I do a house tour here on Tuesday. So anyhow, guys, just wanted to come on. So actually a week, right? In a week, you guys will get to see that. But I just wanted to come on and just share that I'm looking for a new trail cam location. And kind of go from there. So I haven't seen any of the any birds or anything, so it's been a bummer. But anyhow, guys, talk to you later. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So as everyone can see, finally, after that's where I had it last year, pointing out into the fields on the other side. Finally, guys, after all of that, I finally found the location. So here it is. I'm going to flip it around to how it will look. And then, watch, I can even move one tree and shoot totally different. Here we go, guys, watch. So this will be the view. Obviously the red fox came from over this little bit of a hill down to here. So this will be amazing. I could also even bend it there, so if I catch something coming up. And then I could just switch it to that tree and point it out that way. Or if I really wanted to, I could find a way to secure it here. Just set it up against here and shoot it out that way. Which would be the fox coming at me head on if I was standing where I was. March 21st of 24. Like I said, with a little bit of a confusion and having to relive and remember the times. So this is definitely a good location, guys. Very excited. Gonna get it out here and I hope we get some good stuff, guys. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So as everyone can see, it's now 6:11. I just took all my pills and slept in. Gosh, like strong, Alyssa. Anyhow, guys, I just woke up. Actually got up. The past 2 mornings there's been this. Oh my gosh, stop. The past 2 mornings there's been crazy, like emergency responses, and I don't know what's going on. Yesterday, last night, the siren simply went off. This morning, it's a little bit different and all of that, so I'm still waking up and all of that, and I can't push this down. I don't know why I keep pushing it down, but anyhow, guys, last night I did go for some groceries and then go to Burger King, and then go for a drive in my car. So I pretty much kept it yesterday with no YouTube. So today, I can catch up on a couple more channels and all of that, So very excited. Yeah, I just don't know why there's so many first responder calls recently. It's insane. So anyhow, guys, I will go ahead and cook some eggs. Today I'm gonna go swimming in the current. I do have to ask, you know, a place that sells registrations. I have to obviously talk to them and see, how I fill the form out. You guys can see the sun is just now peeking over the horizon because of the very bright pink shade on all the little houses and barns that are down here a little bit. So anyhow, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get cooking, and maybe strike up a little mini conversation with you guys once I'm done cooking, and go from there. So anyhow, guys, talk to you soon. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So it's now 6:30. You guys can see. I finally have my breakfast ready. No, I'm not gonna eat it, and I'm gonna make this quick because the eggs are gonna get cold. But I feel beyond adorable right now. I really love purple. Everybody knows it's one of my best colors. If you guys can see, my blonde ice is coming out, and it's been almost 2 months since I had my hair done. So very excited, guys. Just wanted to come on and make a nice little morning video here. There's not really much that I can show without giving it fully away. I might take a couple pictures though. You guys would not believe how beautiful the sun rays are pelting here. So anyhow, guys, talk to you later. Ta-da! Oh guys, while I'm here, I guess I can show you. You can see last night I texted one of my friends and I was like, holy cow guys, I can't believe me cooling my tits as a method of preventative measures. Gosh, that was hard for me to say. So anyhow guys, you guys can see I can't believe I really only have scarring here. And it's good today that I'm going swimming because it's supposed to be somewhat more rainier. My God, it's supposed to rain more. So feeling very excited. You guys can also see how good my stomach is. Definitely getting there, guys. Definitely for sure getting there. These don't really have that much tummy tuck. We're getting there, guys. So, anyhow, just wanted to come on. I am gonna run a mile today. Oh, it was a bird. I am gonna run a mile today, so I'm not listening to music now, and there's no need to be planning my music for a longer run while I'm admiring myself and, you know, getting ready for the day. So, I'll see you guys when I'm at my swimming location. What the heck? Even here. There we go. We finally got it. No. What the heck? I don't understand. It's not even better over here. What the heck? And I had to take a break from it and pause it because of all my stuff down there. What the heck? Come on. Look how dark it is. What the heck? Gosh. I don't like this, guys. There we go. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Hey everyone, your girl. So as everyone can see, I literally just got my permit. I'm very excited. And now I'm going to go swimming with you guys. It's only like probably 30 minutes from here. So very excited. These people just pulled up in front of me and they're looking at me like, what in the heck, girl? What are you doing? Like, what the hell? So anyhow, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get going. I'll talk to everyone later. Oh my god, that just made my morning. I'm gonna the current is probably pretty strong, so I'm gonna get some good swimming practice with you guys. I know that I was silly and I forgot to do it in Florida, but I also didn't have my tripod with me. I only had my selfie stick. So anyhow, guys, I might also take off this headband. Because I noticed with headbands, and you guys have probably seen in my photos, I feel more cute and adorable if there's like little ringlets hanging down, or sometimes even like a ringlet like right here, like you guys will see from yesterday. So I might take off this headband once I get there to really feel adorable and cute. But anyhow, guys, I'll talk to everyone later. Here they are looking at me. They're like, what the heck? They just saw it there. That was great. Anyhow, guys, talk to you later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you today, you guys should see, and probably have seen before. You guys can see the mountain. If you can really look good, it ends like right there, right in front of my finger. Anyhow, guys, I just got here. I haven't been here for about a year, like a year and almost 1 quarter. So obviously, it's really remote. I've seen maybe 2 cars. Obviously I walked to that trail a little bit, and didn't see anyone. So anyhow, guys, it's been about a year. Last time it was January 31st, and that was the year that I came here and I ran a mile and, 3 miles, and then I had my, bad girl thinking, massive blonde moment. And I had a whole bunch of watermelon juice. And then I got up and I went swimming at Rock Run. And yeah, we already saw what happened. I have the pictures previously on my page. So it looks, anyhow, guys, like I found a much better place this year. I'm not going the whole way. Obviously, this day last year, I had at the start of obviously May here, I was at 1,000 steps. So not doing anything close to that. I might go to like it 2 times this year, but nothing like, 4 and 5. Because I'm ready to get back to Florida next year. Obviously, I got my registration permit this morning, so very excited. Just very excited about a lot of stuff, guys. But I want to get down there, and you guys can see it looks like somebody has a rope here because people might have a hard time getting down there. So I am going to embrace the rope and go down there. I have to get my flip-flops from my car. I thought it wouldn't be as steep, but clearly it is. So got to do that. You guys can see no cars, no even sights of them. It is really up here. So it's kind of good for me, but also not that good if anything would. But anyhow, guys, you get the point. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I am finally now all stripped down. It took me a while. I was wondering if I would put you guys facing forward and kind of zoom it in a little better, but you guys can actually see pretty well right here. So without further ado, guys, I was debating, honestly, I might just take those home, or I'm sorry, drive home with these flip-flops. Because my shoes, my feet are going to be completely soaked regardless, and obviously that's very hard to clean if you don't have a shower, or an outdoor shower like they have in Florida. So, and also I am down here with no broken arms, thank gosh. Alright guys. Now this current is obviously much more than the one in Florida. Yeah, I probably should have turned you guys around. But it goes to show, or maybe it was actually the same. I would have to really go back through and really watch the film and see how the girls just kind of went right down. Like they didn't even hardly have to swim. Oh yeah, okay. And this is a lot of faith in my swimming as well, guys, by the way. Because remember, this is so dirty, I can't see if there's like a drop off. If there's like a rock and then just, boom. Right? So, without further ado, guys, let's get these flip-flops off. Let's head on in. It might be a little bit too cold yet. Yeah, guys, well, yeah, guys, unfortunately, it's just a little bit too cold, and I don't want to get my shoes all icky. So it is a little bit too cold, so I will end this film. I'll go hiking today. But welcome back to Pennsylvania, Alyssa, because this is what I have to deal with. When it's, the start of May in Pennsylvania, and the average is like 60 here in Pennsylvania, but oh my gosh, guys, in Florida, it was like 82 already. It said that in the Jacksonville News, since obviously I watched them. So I would love to go out there today, but it's just not doable, guys. It's just a tad too cold. So you guys, here, I'll actually take you guys off. I'm watching my steps so I don't break anything. That would be so terrible, guys. Woo! Here we go. Let's flip it around for you guys. So it looks like there's a big drop off too. As you can see, grass, and then, so it really looks, you guys can see I stood almost like right there at the very edge. So Only a bummer. I could probably go in and squat down. Well, that didn't work that well. But I probably could go and squat down, you know, and just get these bottoms wet and all of that. But I don't really want to do all of that. So anyhow, guys, I might actually do some photos like that. But maybe not, because this would become very, very out there. And we don't want to put a major out when there's a major short time, when we've already waited a major long time to finally have full vegetation here in the Keystone State. So yeah, we definitely don't want all of that just spilling right on out there, guys. And no squatting down in the streams yet for any photos, although I would really like to. Just a tad too cold yet. Welcome back to Pennsylvania, Alyssa. You can't just get in your bikini and just go all day, doing it all night, all summer. Like, you can't. Next year, though, guys, absolutely. It's gonna be even better than my return from Texas after the eclipse, which obviously I just shared at the start of this video, that last year I was in 1,000 steps at this time after Ricketts Flood and just all these different places. So anyhow, guys, oh my god, I feel so adorable. I like it when my hair blows back around like that. Oh yeah, guys, that's adorable. I got it. Ah! Anyhow, guys, I'm gonna get on my romper and go for a little bit of a hike, and talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I just came up a little bit further. We're gonna take a little bit of a walk, see what we can see. That is a beyond adorable photo. I'll have to get it coming back through. I'm only gonna walk for about 30 minutes. It's almost lunchtime, and it's not gonna be like an all-day thing, but with my, obviously we saw it with my 10K. Right, with my level of endurance, I have no issue covering a couple miles. And then on another day, I mean, there's still a lot of summer left, guys. And what matters is now. But anyhow, guys, like I said, I am doing the super or 50% Lush Life. So, you know, hurrying along. And then taking a little bit of time later, like even right there, right? Does anything live in there? Is there actually, or is that just overall darkness so we can't tell if there's an opening? So go back through that and fix and look more in depth. Oh, and this is one of those, I looked at it one time. This is one of those, I forget what the heck they call it. I forget how you open it. Oh, there it is. Hang on, guys. I'll show you. I seriously can't remember what it's called. Okay, is it like sealed shut? Where does it even start? I have no idea. Anyhow, guys, people are right. Like I was here or I was there. See, and I can't even tell where the freaking hasp, or yeah, the hasp and the lasp are. So it looks like you pull here. This up here. Use my phone as a, what the heck? Did someone seriously like get a hammer out here and like completely, gosh, what is this, guys? Anyhow, oh, wait, there we go. Gosh. A blonde moment. Blonde moment. So look, the people come through here and they're right, you know, here. Let me put you guys right here. There we go, look. So they come through and they write like I was in here, or traveling from this part to this part, stopping through. I actually seen one of these at the top of Pine Grove. So 7/29/24, You can see they put their names, where they're from. Well, I have to blur it, so you guys can see they were from Lancaster County, which is way down there, guys. And then one person put trail needs maintenance. So it's kind of cool how they do these logs. And then look, one person just put amazing. Here, let me just take out. One person just put amazing hike. One person was from Deerfield, Ohio. And if I remember correctly, I think Deerfield, Ohio, where is Deerfield? I think it's kind of like in the middle, like close to Columbus. Or maybe even just a little bit before, because I remember seeing signs for it. And then obviously Cincinnati is like right at the border. Because I remember when I was going out to Texas, we stopped at, Cincinnati was exit 3. And then we went down I-75 for a little bit. And then 75 connected to, I think we got on 20 then. Or was it 10? No, it's 10. 10, yeah. Because it's kind of cool in the United States how it's 10, 20, and 30. So going from the very bottom, like Jacksonville, California, or Jacksonville, Florida, the whole way out to like California somewhere. And then 20 is just a little bit above that, and 30 I think is in like the middle of the country. And then obviously 80 is like just south of the northernmost part. Obviously it kind of really it's I would say middle, honestly, because it goes to like Oklahoma, Omaha. It ends in San Francisco and ends in New York City. And then the longest one is 90, which is above that. So I kind of think that was cool. Nice little geography. What the heck, guys? Look. And you don't know if something tried to eat an animal and then got sick. But you guys can see how I just hiked up that hill like there was nothing. Definitely try to keep this video good. I'm already at 5 minutes. Because I was thinking I might have to wait like a week to post a video. Because I didn't have that many long videos this week. That's why I made a specific one. And you guys have already seen the night I got my watch, which was obviously 2 days ago. So Tuesday morning, yeah. So let's film you. There we go, guys, way underneath that log. That is so pretty. I'm gonna walk you guys in front view for a little bit. Oh, looks like a broom handle. I've seen those out and about here though, on previous hikes, not here specifically. Sometimes I find the big broom thing, you know, like the straw, like I find that whole piece out. I found that hiking. Whew. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Sounded like a rattler at first. I got very worried. That's also another thing. It's not so bad right here because there's not that many rocks that you'll turn around or stir around for them to know that you're here. Obviously, they use their body to sense the ground. But some of these, like copperheads, and different kinds of snakes, I think it's a copperhead, like the diamondback that's like tan color. Like it can blend right in here. You have no idea. I think this is where I'll call it quits this time. Well, maybe not. Let me see. We'll do a game of hopscotch. Yay! I got it. So anyhow, guys, yes, I have to watch out for them. Scenery is definitely beyond beautiful in here. There's another little mini fall, just like Ricketts Slimes. Sadly, I'm not going there this year. At this time last year, I was already there 2 times. So, alright, so we will definitely call it quits here, and we'll leave us. Guys, what a better way than what's around the bend up there. So, anyhow, I gotta get going just because, also, my, there's a lot of road work out here on the road, so I have to, take care of that. And also, I did forget to share that I was able to one time, I don't think I shared the video though, but there was a snake last year, that I was able to spray this on. And literally, guys, it did nothing. Like, I was like, what? Like, are the scales like what, like, do its scales just like repel it or something? It was actually a garter snake or something, or like a, you know, the ones you get in your garden, that are like black, and they have very few like white spots through them. They're usually garden snakes or garter snakes. But I was able to test it, and guys, it did nothing. I was like, oh my gosh. So now, like I said with my question, you know, if indeed there was a rattlesnake, say I wasn't paying attention, I didn't want to do anything. That's not good. That's not good at all, guys. But seriously, I couldn't believe it. Like, does its scales have like reflective kind of stuff? Obviously one time before I got my the rabbit powder and all of that, when I had my, morning glories, I don't think I ever shared my morning glory pictures on here, but I would use this and spray it at them. Obviously I didn't get it on them ever, they're so fast, but usually that kept them away long enough until I could get the, you know, that really stinky stuff. So, but, you know, I couldn't even imagine, you know, you know, it's like it left a big mark, you know. Obviously, like, craters leave big marks in the earth. You know, obviously, sometimes we don't know of them, and we have to take time to figure them out. Like, obviously, the Gulf of Mexico, obviously that, was from the dinosaur ending crater. And yes, I still do call it Mexico, even though my phone updated and said America. I just don't agree with this, and I don't also understand, and I don't really do political debates on my page, because again, I'm not that political, but I don't understand, like, America first, right? It's like, does that mean that America is the only country in the world that matters and does productive things for the world? No, absolutely not. If that was the case, then, you know, we should do the opposite of freedom of speech, although, again, my posts have never been censored in any way, so I don't believe that it was ever gone. You know, we should refuse to let TikTok or YouTube Shorts share that in Japan, that they have this stuff underneath the road, that when it gets hot or when it snows, like, it just takes care of it. So, you know, like, we shouldn't know about that, and we should be blinded, right? Because blindness and not knowing something is actually happening somewhere else, makes us, you know, we're like, it's like we don't know about it, so we think that we're the best. It's like, no. Why does the United States continue to go over to, like, China for the Olympics, right? Like, the United States is the only country that matters. It needs to be first. Everybody should come to the United States. But we don't even want people in the United States anymore. And also, why do we continue to get real diamonds from Africa? right? I mean, with more jobs in the United States, that means that the United States shouldn't, and we shouldn't even ask Canada or Russia too, because some diamonds do come from Russia, right? It's like we shouldn't waste all that jet fuel and all of that. Like, we can just tell women, like, if you want a diamond ring, a real diamond, you have to get over it. America first. America is the only country that matters and does anything productive for the world. Obviously, clearly, that is not the case. Like I've said, you know, why can't the United States be the first producer in rice? I think it's like China or Japan or something like that. But still, like, why can't they be number one? Why does Elon Musk, because I heard that the prices of Apple products would go through the roof. So Apple decided to move a lot of their production into like Thailand or Japan. Again, why do that, right? We're trying to have America first. America is the only country that matters. Needs to be number one in everything. So actually, yes, you know, it is, I call it the Gulf of Mexico still. So if you also can't handle that, you also have the right to leave my page. Because, yeah, it's the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what it's going to be called on my page when I reference it. You know, entitlement, and you know, the America First is really entitlement, and entitlement causes people to get hurt and actually die too, like January 6th, right? I'm going to stand here and do whatever the hell I want to do and drive people apart. Okay, well, that's entitlement. The only and then it just basically became a game of control against control. The Capitol Police said, I'm going to take control over what I can control. And then guess what? The people who were brainwashed and didn't want to follow the Constitution and practice what they preach. Like I said, both parties are a bunch of hypocrites. Republicans are much more than progressives, and we saw that in my standing up to the, but it's only 2 more beers, right? You know, anyhow. So then they said, we're going to take control over what we can control. And then it was just control against control. And about the only positive that happened was that the Capitol building didn't explode from its core, right? That's about the only positive that happened. So now with a nice little 3-minute speech on maybe even closer to 4 as to why I'm going to call it the Gulf of Mexico if I ever bring that stuff up. And I was actually going to do it in Florida when I was there, but it just kind of never came up to mention, you know, hey, you know, I'm here at Clearwater. Clearwater is on the Gulf of Mexico side of, you know, Florida. So anyhow, guys, I hope everyone, again, has enjoyed my video. I might also take it slower with uploads just because, you know, I have to kind of get resituated and readjusted. But I definitely will continue vlogging. They might just not be up. You know, like I might come back with like I did around Christmas time, where it was my final video before Christmas, right? And then I came back with a couple like 40-minute ones at the very end of the year. So I might do something like that. But either way, when things get posted, you guys see them regardless. So anyhow, guys, talk to you later. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So I now just got home. It is 1:18, as everyone can see. The traffic was insane. So it took me a little bit longer. But anyhow, guys, I obviously have, you know, one muffin that I've had so far. Now I'm gonna have my Lunchables. I might get to a big dinner tonight, but just wanted to do a little get home video. I definitely feel much more adorable now that I took the headband off, like I said. But anyhow, guys, I will talk to everyone later. It's gonna have a lot of fun today. Get everything all situated and ready, and away Alyssa goes. Oh, it doesn't end if you do 5. Oh, that's sad, guys. Anyhow, guys, talk to you later. Oh my gosh, guys, that was so silly. I was just doing this and, looking at my hands and all of that. And then it started registering it and it did it. What the heck? Anyhow, guys, that is a 2:20 Thursday video that it started it on its own from just, I just clean that up, guys. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I just got done with my Lunchable. So now I'm gonna finish my apple. So I have my fruit for the day, and then I have my peanut butter for my starch. And it's kind of the wrong kind of peanut butter for protein, but protein. And I'll have my veggie tonight. I had a lot of protein this morning and yogurt, which is vitamin C. And good for gut health and all of that stuff. So anyhow, guys. Oh, well, I had the hardest time biting it, but anyhow, guys, there we go. I'm gonna talk to everyone later.